focus. Go there. Alright. Hey, audio's working, and thank you for clicking play. And yes, as the title will probably suggest, I'm going to do a quick Christmas pickups, but actually it will start with some of my birthday pickups, just because I just wanted to find a place to slide those in. And just to give you a heads up, the next video will be obviously in the new year, and I'll probably just do, as is traditional these days, a talk about where I want to take the channel in the future. But first of all, hope you had a good Christmas, and we'll get on to, well, what am I drinking? I'm drinking this, which was from my brother-in-law for my 50th, Dawley's, which didn't come from Australia. This came from Barbados, I believe, or the Bahamas, Barbados, and was personally imported, and apparently you can't get it over here, so I feel quite privileged. I think maybe you can, but it's just not very easy to get hold of at all, so I am equally privileged anyway. So I want to kick off actually. I'm only, obviously, just like I did last year, I'll only show you what's related to the hobby in terms of the things that I got for Christmas. But I do, look, for my 50th, which was recently, I got some fantastic stuff, mostly drink and mostly top shelf drink. So I just, thank you to friends and family that gave me some fantastic stuff. What I'm only going to show you is stuff from family, but special mentions to my brother-in-law for this because it's great. Also one of my wife's cousins, Simon, who gave me some Ardbeg 10, which you've seen me in a previous video enjoying, and my mate Shane, who got me some wonderful Norwegian vodka, which is already evaporated. It didn't evaporate, I drank it. Fantastic stuff. So, but yeah, so my son Zach, he got me tickets to watch Blade Runner, but where they've got the live musicians. So you watch the movie, but you've got the live musicians. That was fantastic. So I enjoyed that. And my other son Luke, twin boys, got me the hot wing sauces. How good is that? And so we enjoyed, shall I say, the challenge. And yes, we did get up to number 10. Just about managed it. Was quite drunk by that point. But the hot wing sauces that they do the YouTube, they interview celebrities. And so, and whilst going through these hot wings, these chili sauces, I do like my chili sauces. So thank you to Luke for that. Still got lots of that to enjoy. That was good fun. And lastly, to my good wife, who I'm glad we'd stalled on this gift. We kind of discussed it, but in short, the reason why on my Christmas list I did not have the Atari decanter set was because I knew my wife had already bought me what I'm about to show you. What she got me was something rather special. So this is Cane Fire number 14. Which I think is a 12-year barreled rum. I tasted it at a tasting. They don't usually give free tastings, but it was the end of the day. And I said to the guy at the place, I said, I will be in so much trouble if I buy that today, because this is freaking expensive. I won't tell you. It's $500. And I said to the guy, I'll be in so much trouble if I buy that today. So I'll buy a bottle of the $100 stuff, because that was nice. But I said, I promise you one day I will be back for some of this. Kind of kept that promise. I didn't go back. My wife ordered it online, but same thing. So I don't know when I'm going to crack this open. It's too special. It's one of the nicest things I've ever put in my mouth. Steady on. But if we'd have bought that when we first thought about it, all we'd have got was the drink. But then they did 100 special gift sets. So because we waited, we also got this beautiful gift box, and inside so this is the reason why I didn't ask for an Atari decanter set, because full decanter set including tongs and what we call, even though this is a rum, we call whiskey rocks. So if you're not into drinking, just to explain, instead of putting ice in your drink to keep it cool, or if you want it at a cooler temperature, Obviously ice will dilute the flavours of the drink and you don't necessarily want that. So instead you use rocks. So you put those in the freezer like you would ice cubes. You put those in the drink, they will cool the drink down, but they won't dilute it. So you still get the perfect pure flavour. Very nerdy. Beautiful, beautiful set. I don't know when I'm gonna... I can't use the decanter set until I crack that bottle open, and I don't know what occasion is going to be special enough to crack that bottle open, because, yeah, probably the most expensive bottle I have ever had or will ever have. So, very grateful for those. So, just wanted to give those an honorary mention. So, on to Christmas. Before Christmas, I gave you a bit of a heads up as to the sort of things that were on my Christmas list. Let's see what Father Christmas bought me first of all. He bought me, among other things like socks, some space Lego. I'm so glad. And I'm not going to get into collecting Lego, but I did mention I do like the way the Lego City Space, the current ones that they're bringing out, and they are re-bringing out the Blacktron stuff as well. So that'll be a 2025 thing. But it just, like, I've seen other Lego collectors put these sets next to their original 80s Lego sets, and they just look like they fit. They just look like a modern update to the same moon mission or Mars mission or whatever. So, yeah, thank you, Father Christmas, for that. Put that up here among the Christmas lights, I think. What we got next? So the rest was not from Father Christmas, it was from Nikki herself, because there is a difference. In our house, it's whether or not it was in the stocking or under the tree. So, and that's how you can tell if it was Father Christmas. There will be separate videos about these, but all in one, I think. It's very hot here, by the way, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Oh, was that from Father Christmas? No, that was from Nikki. So, first one from Nikki, from the Transformers the Movie Collection, Kickback. So, an Insecticon. I did have Kickback back in the day, so pleased to have him again. But there's a funny story about when I bought Kickback originally. He's still not a very popular character, and he wasn't back then either. So we'll get into that another day. Kickback, he goes among the Christmas lights as well. And she also got me Starcream. Now, I never had Starcream, I had Dirge. You've probably never heard of Dirge, and that's because he seldom featured in the cartoon or in the comic books. So I always wanted a mainstream character, and Starscream is definitely up there because he was Megatron's right-hand man, of course. So I'm very pleased to have Starscream. And look, I do like, these are the Transformers the Movie Collection, but look how they got the stats thing on the back. I assume there'll be a decoder bar inside the box. So I'm excited to get this open, but that will be in the future. It's not becoming a toy channel, trust me, although this is mainly toys. It's nearly all toys. Also from Nikki, so it was Under the Tree, more Lego City Space, and look at that ship. And of course, as is the tradition, you've got the primary build, and then on the back you've got alternate builds. So looking forward to setting that up and putting that next to my Galaxy Explorer. My Galaxy Explorer, of course, the box has been signed by the Australian Lego Masters from the TV series. So very privileged. There we go. One of them lives local to me. Right. Oh, two more things from Christmas Day. So again from Nikki, Under the Tree. Queen. Oh no, there's going to be a cut because there's one thing I forgot to put out and I need to grab it. So Queen on vinyl from Nikki, very excited, and I will be peeling this open later today, probably after I film this video, to give this a listen. Queen Greatest Hits. My brother had this on CD back in the day and I used to steal it all the time. So I'm very pleased to have that, and I don't know where I'm going to put that. There. Actually, I'm going to put this flat on the floor because it's stinking hot and I don't want it to warp because it will. So one more thing, then there'll be a cut. And also from Nikki on Christmas Day. And you can see I'm sweating because it's very hot today. But from Atari themselves, an Atari Jaguar hoodie. All right. And it fits beautifully. It's got the Atari logo on the back. and it's got the Atari Jaguar logo on the front, and she got that from the Atari website, and they were very good at getting back to her with sizings and stuff like that. Now, I did actually wear this on Christmas Day here. Obviously, we're in Australia. It's usually stinking hot. It was the most English Christmas I've ever had over here because it actually got chilly. And when I say chilly, it was 23 degrees. Now, you may laugh at that, right? But on the run up to Christmas Day, we'd had a couple of days of above 40, right? And then we'd had a couple of days of high 30s. And then it just plummeted. Literally plummeted for Christmas Day, Boxing Day to 22, 23, whatever it was, and a beautiful breeze blowing through as well, especially on Christmas Day. I kid you not, I felt chilly because of that relative dip in temperature, and I put this on Christmas Day. So that was a really nice feeling actually to be putting on a Christmas jumper. So really pleased to have that as well. Fantastic presents. Right, I need to feature this other one. So from Luke, basically the hot wings, because they're freaking expensive, the hot wing sauces and the postage. So that was a joint present, as was to a degree the present from Zach, but also Zach and Erica got me one other thing. So bear with me, I'll be back in just a sec. And here it is. And really, I should have been drinking out of this. So they got me a mug with my logo on it. There we go. No, you cannot get one of these as a prize or anything. This is mine, and it's proper black, not printed black on white mug. So very pleased to have that. You will see that either in the background or in use, and it might not always be tea or coffee. I'm drinking out of that. I'm very happy with that. Now, of course, what happens after Christmas Day? Well, you head down to the shops, the Boxing Day sales, to get the things that you didn't get right. That's what we do as adults. So, because I have to have it, because I have to, and you'll understand why. My original was bought for me by my sister Amanda back in the day, and I was very grateful for it back then, back in 1980, whenever it would have been. My original, unfortunately, he lost his legs in a battle. Bless him. He always got a bit beaten up, didn't he? Did old Optimus Prime. So, and in my house it was no different. He literally lost his legs in a battle. Regret it now. They're worth about $250 without the box. Anyway, but this is a reissue, obviously, 40th anniversary edition from JB Hi-Fi. I got this particular one. There was a slight discount Boxing Day, not a massive discount, but enough to tempt me anyway. And I really look forward to opening this out. And what I really love, whether the quality of the model is the same as the original or not, do you know what? I don't really care. I'm not a child. I'm not going to play with it. He's not going to lose his legs in a battle again. It's a shelf piece at this point in life, right? So, and that's what it's pitched at. And I love the fact that the box is a shout out to the originals. They don't feature polystyrene. Obviously, I can understand why, but I do wish they'd use that other biodegradable foam, but they don't. They use cardboard inside, but that's fine. And again, on the back, look at that. I mean, look. Do you remember this scene, this battle scene that they would always feature on these boxes? It's still there, and you've still got the stats thing that you need the decoder for. And look, and you've still got the transforming phases along the top there. And we would just perv at these boxes on Christmas Day, right, until we were allowed to open them. Look at it. It's a thing of beauty. They've done such a good job. It's not the first reissue, but I've missed out on previous ones because I wasn't really into them. Optimus Prime, come on. You can see why I had to go down Boxing Day and grab that, right? Because I knew they still had them in stock. So very pleased to have that. And then the only other thing, and this is where we get onto the gaming stuff, I went down to 8-Bit Anarchy because good old Byron, he was opening on Boxing Day and he had a 20% off sale. Good man, Byron. And so I picked up the following. And spoiler alert, they're all Atari 2600 games. So I've got Demon Attack, Defender, Joust. There is a bit of a rip on the label on that one, but these were priced accordingly. There's a rattle in that one as well. Hope it works. Chopper Command. I choose my games carefully. Laser blast. And I don't often buy boxed Atari 2600 games unless they're in good condition, but at a very good price. River Raid 2 in clamshell. Now I've never played River Raid 2. I don't know how good it is. River Raid 1 is legendary, so I hope this one's good. But that's a very nice condition clamshell box there. You can feel a bit crunchy. It's got a warranty card in there still. And you've got the cartridge in there as well. So hoping that works. It's not in the best condition, but it's certainly not in the worst, and the price was certainly reasonable, especially including that discount. So I'm very happy with all of those. I think that's it, because it's steaming hot in here. And the longer I talk, the more I sweat, and that's not pleasant for anyone. So I hope you have a fantastic new year. I'll see you in a video in the new year, and yeah, we'll go on from there. Plenty more for next year, that's for sure. I think some surprising changes to what I've got planned for next year, but all still retro gaming predominantly related. Alright, have a good one. Happy New Year.